So I be posing, and I pose like this. It turned on too fast. What's up, everybody? Peace and love. Peace and love. Peace and love. Today is going to be totally different. I am super excited about this morning, Sunday Bars. So we're still in our July focus, and today is July 10th, 2022, and the topic is Law of 44, Life Path Numbers, and the Book of Numbers. The math of life or death. Today is Sunday, July 10th, 2022. I don't have any show intentions today or lecture intentions because this is going to be the intro section to numbers. I'm going to treat this like your grandchildren are going to see this in the future. And they're either going to put this on an elementary school level, a middle school level, or a high school level, or a college level. But I'm going to do a number series. So this is going to be a series of numbers. And again, I'm just going to stack these on top of each other. But these are the building blocks to have some really good conversations about numbers, if that makes sense. All right, here we go. You can't drive until you hit a certain number. You can't work until you hit a certain number. You retire when you reach a certain number. Or we'll just say at least you'll get AARP. So imagine not being about your numbers daily. Let's talk about death. We all will die at an age, which is a number. We all will die on a day, which is a series of numbers. And we will all die on a time, which is a series of numbers. Let's not talk about death. Let's talk about life. Okay. Well, we all can live every day, which is a series of numbers. We can live on a day, which is a series of numbers. And we all live on time, which is a series of numbers. Without numbers, you can say goodbye to time, money, street addresses, weight, height, speed, temperatures, prison sentences, cell phone numbers, calculators, measuring tape, rulers, and the calendar, to name a few things. This lady named Sister Myra Moss, she says she doesn't believe in the 12 zodiac signs. She says she believes in 6 zodiac signs that has 6 duality matches attached, which instantly made sense when I heard her speak about this topic on VHS tapes. So again, she doesn't believe in the 12 zodiac. She believes in the 6 that has a duality 6 matches. And that makes sense. My big bro, Blue Pill, or Blue Pillar, that's the professional name I give him when I'm talking to professional people, Blue Pillar. But this man is super deep. I'm going to quote his bars from the Law of 44. He's the first one to introduce this concept, which adds on the concepts that I deal with when it comes to numbers and how they affect us. So check this out. Hopefully I don't lose anybody with this jargon. Stay with me. It doesn't last long, so have some discipline. Based upon who we are on a subatomic level, okay? We live in a matrix. We live in a computer generated matrix. All right? Meaning that our entire reality is based on a simulated code. Now, please stay with me. If a code can be written, stay with me. Please stay with me. Here we go. Then a code can be hacked. I'm going to say this again. If a code can be written, then a code can be hacked. Here we go. In the wonderful world of quantum physics, it studies subatomic particles, which are the essential building blocks of reality. Now, remember when we had that lockdown and people couldn't leave unless you were an essential worker? Well, let's look at the body. The body has essential building blocks. Subatomic particles, which are the essential building blocks of what? Reality. So we're not talking about anything Rudy Pool. We're talking about like actual reality. Where you're at right now, wherever you're seeing this, whatever time you're seeing this, you're in reality. You're not going to escape this. So remember, this is a topic that you're not going to escape. I don't feel like being in reality and around subatomic particles. Who cares? You're in there. So all matter, including ourselves, are made up of them. But the laws governing the microscopic world, so again, we're talking about the laws of the little teeny tiny microscopic world. Watch this. Seem to be different than those dictating how larger objects behave in our macroscopic reality. So remember, there's a difference between, now remember, snap on y'all scientific hats because you can use this science. Now again, people who don't understand science, they'll call it magic and witchcraft and you're doing spells when it's like you're doing science. But again, if I was ignorant to science, I would be like, whoa, they're doing magic. So I'm going to say this again. All matter, including ourselves, are made up of them. But the laws governing the little small microscopic world seem to be different than those dictating how larger objects behave in our own macroscopic reality. So quantum laws tend to contradict, watch this, common sense. So Blue Pill says, so this is not for the logical mother suckers. So remember, if you're logical, get out of here. Take your logical butt out of here. This is not for the logical mother suckers. At that level, one thing can be two different things simultaneously. I'm going to say this again. At this level, one thing can be two different things simultaneously. And be two different places at the same time. So two particles can be entangled when one changes its state. The other will also do so immediately, even if they are at the opposite ends of the universe, seemingly acting faster than the speed of light. Watch this. Rewind this if you want to hear that again, because I promise you we're going to make sense of that. I will usually repeat that, but this is going to be so of a different lecture. I'm not going to repeat that. So rewind that piece if y'all had a hard time understanding that, because I promise you it'll make sense. Like when you watch a movie over and over again and you're like, man, remember this part? And it's because you rewinded it and saw it over and over again. Do the same thing with educational learning. Moving forward, particles can also tunnel through, watch this, particles can tunnel through so-called solid objects, which should normally be subatomic particles, impenetrable barriers. So you shouldn't even be able to penetrate it. Now, it's like a ghost passing through a wall. And now, scientists have proven that what is happening to a particle now isn't governed by what is happening to it in the past. So, by what state it's in the future, effectively meaning that at a subatomic level, time can go backwards. So to bamboozle you further, this should all be going on right now in the subatomic particles which make up your body. Now watch this. This is about to make sense. But you got to get the science first before you be like, man, that's your opinion. You can rewrite the past from the future. You can rewrite the past from the future. That's what slave porn is about. Imagine you seeing slavery all the time, and slave pictures and slave movies and slave. You can rewrite the past from the future. How did Barack Obama become president? And I remember when it happened. We all looked up and then boom, we were in the 1960s again. How did that happen, Sway? Jason, that sounds spooky. I need science. Yeah, let's go back to science because I don't want y'all to think I'm being spooky right now. In geometry, the tesseract, who you are, is the four-dimensional analog of the cube. So the tesseract is to the cube as the cube is to the square. Just as the surface of the cube consists of 6 square faces. So again, just as the surface of the cube consists of 6 square faces, the hypersurface of the tesseract consists of 8 cubical cells. A square is one-dimensional with 4 sides or 4 corners. A cube has 8 corners but 6 sides. So your DNA has 4 strands, but only 3 of them are activated. So if you duplicate that, you have 6. So again, if you duplicate that, you have 6 and you got 8. Because you are a cube at essence. So they tell you that you're carbon, right? What is carbon? Carbon is cubes. So everything on an atomic level is carbon. All things physical are information. So theoretical in origin, and this is a participant. Now please hear this part. If you don't hear nothing else, hear this part. And this is a participatory universe. If you don't hear nothing else, I'm going to say that part again slower. And this is a participatory universe. We know as reality. So what we know as reality is the last stage of decision-making process that you'll make. But in order for the decisions to be made, it has to come with the coding of a yes or no answer. So quote unquote, God does know what you're going to do, right? We have free will within laws. So again, it's kind of not hard to figure out what we're going to do. We have free will. God don't know what we're going to do. You have free will within laws. So we have free will. So they are posing a question and you can say yes or no, right? So you have the equipment within you to go either path within laws. So this entire reality that we're in is based on a participatory universe. So all the mess we are experiencing is by participation only. We can change it. Man, I just been going through this and you've been participating in that. You've been allowing and participating. So the tesseract is the doorway through space and time. Remember that. Now check this question out. Which one came first, the human or the algorithm? Shout out to Blue Pill. Clap it up for Blue Pill. It's Big Bro right there. I got send him and his brother cash apps. So here we go. Let's break down the different forms of numerology because we about to go into these numbers. So actual numerology definition. The branch of knowledge that deals with the hidden knowledge of the significance of numbers. Okay. I'm really into definitions, so let's even look at the definition of numbers. And basically the value expressed by a word, symbol, or figure representing a particular quantity and used in counting and making calculations. Remember that, and making calculations, and for showing order in a series or for identification. Numbers do a lot of stuff. Wow. Okay. Numbers can help us see ourselves better. So it's time to go into the life path numbers. And I actually was going to show y'all how to calculate your life path. But everybody should know how to do that. And if you don't, just inbox me. We'll talk about it. So we're going to go into the life path. I'm going to stop at the core numbers 1 through 9. So life path number 1 through 9. And then we're going to go into some bars, and then we're going to go into the book of Numbers in the Bible. And this is going to be a nice little setup for, I can see myself better a little bit because I'm looking at the number side of myself versus my age. You can see yourself better with the numbers of your age. So much more to that. So here we go. Life path number 1. I'm going to give you some celebrities. So sometimes people have a hard time seeing themselves, but they know what celebrities need to do. So when I say the life path numbers 1 through 9, and my main man Astro Finesse, this is who I'm sending a lot of my people to when it comes to understanding this information. So life path number 1. Here are going to be the celebrities, and again, I'm going to go into just anybody that is a life path number 1. Celebrities include, but not limited to, Martin Luther King, Eminem, Shakira, Nipsey Hussle, LeBron James, Steve Jobs, Walt Disney, Maya Angelou, Erykah Badu, Shaquille O'Neal, and Mariah Carey. Now, life path number 1s are always in leadership positions. So they're very self-centered, independent. A lot of codependent life path people act like life path number 1. And I'm going to explain that here in a little bit. Codependent, I ain't. Watch what y'all codependent to. Egotistical, determined. You are here to shine. I give you that. In front or behind the scenes. You're creative. You have self-actualization. You actually, I know who I am. That's really awesome to be able to do that. You're demanding. You make a great entrepreneur. You have a healing quality about yourself. Shout out, you are very stubborn. You don't like having a job. You like coaching and writing and being your own boss. You wasn't confident in self when you were younger, though. Your leadership can be codependent. Here we go. For followers. You believe in yourself so much, you're codependent on more followers. You're codependent on followers. Why ain't more people following me? That's weird. So y'all need to stop that. Y'all have humanitarian energy. You can be quick to anger if not properly managed. And don't be too egotistical. And you're a great mediator of people. You are ruled by the sun. That's all I'm giving life path number 1s. And again, I've been sending a lot of my people over to Astro Finesse. He's really dope when it comes to explaining this information. He's a life path number 7. That's why I chose him, because I know how much work life path number 7s put into things. Here we go. Life path number 2. Life path number 2. Celebrities include, but not limited to, Michael Jordan, Barack Obama, Angela Bassett, Diana Ross, Kanye West, Jennifer Lopez. This will also resonate with life path number 11, like master number is 11, but I'm not going into that. I'm stopping at 9. I'm going to stop at 9, but life path number 2s are very nurturing. This is facts. They're very nurturing. They're here to bring balance to compatible situations. Y'all hear me, number 2s? Y'all not here to bring compatible balance to everybody, to chaos. Stop trying to give chaos a hug. That's silly. Hug compatibility. Stop hugging chaos. All right. Duality operates in the power of number 2, and so does balance. Okay, so y'all need to marry balance, and y'all gonna be all right. You're a very diplomatic number. You're an ambassador. You're a therapist. That's a fact. You're a negotiator. Don't think you're better than everybody, because sometimes your negotiation can be like, if I get half and you get half, we'll give the other half, and they're like, no, stop negotiating like that. That's very sarcastic. It's only 2 halves. You just broke down 3 halves because you didn't think I knew what a half was. So Chill out with that negotiating disrespectfully. That's what I need to work on. You guys are peacemakers too. You love company and you love people's presence. These are facts. This is what you need to do though. You need to learn how to be awesome when you're alone too. Seriously, number 2 is be awesome when you're alone too. Y'all love relationships. Y'all actually are great at teamwork. You're great at partnership agreements. Your purpose in life is to bring value to people and to make that into your consulting business. Y'all hear me, number 2s? Your consulting business, your consulting business, your consulting business. Stop doing that stuff for free. Or take thank you to the bank. They be telling me thank you. Yeah, take it to the bank. Go to the bank and say, hey, can I put thank you in my bank account? And they're going to say, security, this person is mentally ill. Turn that into your consulting business, okay? Number 2s have healing powers. They do. They love music. They love being and working in groups. To beat codependency, here we go. This is how you can easily beat codependency, number 2s. Only work with the most compatible people so bad partnerships won't feel right. Because bad people will see this gift as easy or weak. That's a fact. Number 2s are very sensitive and feel things deeply. So again, to beat codependency, only work with people that's going to tell me yes. No, that's abuse. Only work with people that don't challenge me. No, I didn't say that either. You're not going to grow. I said only work with the most compatible people. So again, compatible people going to challenge you like a coach. You must be out your mind. So bad partnerships won't feel that bad. Or they won't feel right. So again, this is a bad partnership. You'll feel it, Spider-Man or Spider-Woman. By being with compatible people, your spidey sense goes off when you're around whackness. Yes, I said whackness. Now, because you guys are very sensitive people. So again, you're here to love everybody. No, you're here to love the right people only. You're here to love chaos. You're here to love the right people only. Okay? So again, you're ruled by the moon. And the moon represents Cancer, and Cancers are very motherly, caring, and nurturing. All right, number 2s. Life path number 3s. Here we go. These celebrities include, but not limited to, Brandy, Bill Cosby, Celine Dion, Snoop Dogg, Jamie Foxx, Jet Li, Mary J. Blige, Toni Braxton, Chris Rock, Jackie Chan, to name a few. They have a lot of creative energy. They love to communicate. They have expressive energy. You know, some people are like, well, I like to show my talents. They have expressive energy. They're great at writing out the creativity that comes to them. So I just said, again, creativity comes to you, but they can write it out. They can get it out of them into the 3D world. You have everything in your thought world, but to be able to get it out in the 3D world, that's hard for a lot of people to do, not life path number 3s. Again, they're the center of attention, or they want to be. No, they are. They have a stage presence. They're a lover of the arts. So they're not into the arts, they're a lover of the arts. They become it. Loves to perform, loves to sing, learn new things quick. Now again, shout out to people that learn quick. Yeah, this new woman I'm dating, she learns real quick. Or this new man I'm dating, he learns quick. Well, life path number 3s, they learn new things quick, and then they get tired of it. They hate to be stagnant. They have the gift of gab. Very, very talented in what they choose to do passionately. They're very curious. They can be flighty and unstable at times, thanks to their deep creative abilities. That makes sense. If you're an artist and your books are like just super like meticulously dope, That's so hard because you're in chaos creating and then you're in the world. That's why numbers are so important because you can do that. The numbers can be your anchor to the flighty world of creativity. So if you do want to be a creative and you want to come back to reality and deal with people, deal with numbers. Because numbers will even show you what days to be flighty, what days to you better put that tie on, you better put that dress on, you better take that out your hair and say, according to my calculations, scientific studies have shown that because numbers talk. I promise you, they tell more than your age. They tell you more than what your prison sentence is. They tell you more than the reps you put in. It tells you more than the money you have in your pocket. It tells you more than the time you have. It tells you more than that day on the calendar that you have to do this, that, and that. Numbers talk. So again, life path number 3s, they're very talented. They can get flighty and unstable because of their deep creative abilities. Many of them are writers, poets, actors, musicians, are born under the life path number 3. They're very witty. Make sure you don't move too quick. Your energy motivates and inspires people too. So get better at consistency because again, y'all be getting bored once y'all feel like y'all mastered something. I feel like I've mastered it, so I'm bored of it. Chill out with that because you always want to learn something new. You must fight laziness, but you give great advice. And guess who you rule by? You rule by Jupiter. And shout out to people that say you can't live on Jupiter because it's a gas planet. I'm like, well, gas lives on Earth, so stuff that lives in gas can live on Jupiter. It's more than just solids. Life path number 4. Life path number 4 celebrities include but not limited to Bill Gates, Oprah Winfrey, Drake, Tupac, Adam Sandler, Nicki Minaj, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Your purpose is to teach. You love working hard. Watch this. In the process. You know, everybody say, I work hard. Y'all like working hard in the process. Y'all don't just work hard. Y'all work hard within the process. You're highly practical, scientific minded, high management skills. You have attention to detail. You're known to be too serious at times. You value your own set of thinking and can be different in front of anyone. That kind of reminds me of that Bible. We was having this Bible talk about Paul saying, I become all things to all men so that I might win some. Y'all can do that. You're into tangible facts, like cold, hard facts, and not so much into theories. You make great teachers and you're very down to earth. You're ruled by Uranus. So here we go, life path number 5. These celebrities include, but not limited to, Jay-Z, Beyonce. What? Jay-Z and Beyonce? Now check this out. Jay-Z and Beyonce, which is very rare and ironic, that they're both born under the same life path number. I'm not gonna lie, they might have, a higher power probably brought them together. Like, that's crazy from a compatibility standpoint. They probably be talking and y'all don't even know. Jay-Z and Beyonce probably have mastered telepathy and they not telling none of y'all until everybody start doing it, and then they gonna have a documentary of, look, I told B to get up, and they probably doing telepathy. Like they're into telepathic. And again, I'm not saying they are, but they can be. If you both are under the same life path number, that's like crazy abilities. Scottie Pippen, Michael Jordan championships. Tina Turner. I know. Why'd you put Tina Turner right by? Tina Turner, Malcolm X, Ellen DeGeneres, Bruno Mars, R. Kelly, to name a few. A life path number 5 seeks freedom. They need consistent stimulation. They're here to control their senses. Their 5 senses, they have 6 senses. Whatever, you're here to control those. You must not always seek pleasure and adventure. I'm going to say this again. You must not always seek pleasure and adventure. Y'all seek freedom, but crave stability. It sounds weird, right? I want to be free. I want to be stable. That's weird. Not to life path number 5s. So again, they seek freedom, but they crave stability. They have a restless energy. They could be at one spot too long. I mean, they can't be at one spot too long if they're not properly stimulated. Pleasure and fun greatly tempts you. So don't do that. Greatly. You're great at persuasion. You're great at selling things. You have a tendency to be addicted to things. Strive for balance. You have a tendency to overindulge. You're a natural rebel. You should get married at an older age due to your nature of being bored once you feel you've mastered something or someone. You're ruled by Mercury. Life path number 6. These celebrities include, but not limited to, the one and only, the great Michael Jackson, Albert Einstein, Eddie Murphy, Stevie Wonder, Jessica Alba, Cardi B, Jaden Smith, John Cena. Whoa, that's a wide variety of different celebrities. Yeah, I'm doing this on purpose. I'm trying to make it wide. Pause. Loves being of service to people and their purpose in life. That's your purpose in life, life path number 6. You love being of service. You're very nurturing in a different way. Not like number 2, who is a mother nurturer. The life path number 6 is a family or group nurturer. You're people orientated. You're artistic. You're into artistic music and food. You love to take care of other people before themselves. And serving other people before themselves. Now watch this. Yay, that's me. Now that ain't always good. This can cause so much self-sabotage and group sabotage. Because again, it's like, I want to put on everybody's mask and I want to pass out because I didn't put my mask on. Life path number 6, they can do that. And will argue with you if you try to put their mask on. They will literally be like, who are you to help me breathe better? And you're just sitting there like, you must be a life path number 6. Moving forward. You're full of humanitarian energy. People come to you for advice, and you probably get free advice too. Shout out to that. You're more family and group focused than community focused. So 1 + 2 = 3, which comes out to 6. You get it? 1 + 2, that's 3 right here, equals 3. And then again, this is some different type of math, so I don't look at it like that. So again, 1 + 2 = 3, which comes out to 6. And 6 loves family. Now watch this. Yeah, I love family. A 6 can destroy families too. Shout out to the law of duality. So 6 are perfectionists. They love to try to be perfect, or they shoot for that. And you might have to wait around for them to reach for that. And they'll get mad at you for not being happy about waiting around for them reaching perfection. They're very self-critical. They're control freakazoids. You can lose yourself trying to please everyone. Number 6. And you're really good in the medical field, personal training, and healing industries. And you're ruled by Venus. So that will make sense. Life path number 7. These celebrities include, but not limited to, Aaliyah, Bruce Lee, Johnny Depp, Leonardo DiCaprio, Janet Jackson, Marilyn Monroe, Lauryn Hill, Muhammad Ali, and Jason Miller. What? Life path number 7s are truth seekers, spiritual and knowledge seekers, extremely spiritual. They study a lot. They're natural teachers. They love to get to the deepest understanding of anything. A healer, extremely analytical and intuitive. I'm going to say that again. Extremely analytical and intuitive. Very in touch with their inner selves. Prone to be a loner, watch this, and self-isolating, because you got to put the isolating, because some people say, oh, they're a loner, because they're self-isolating due to feeling misunderstood. Yes, life path number 7 would say, oh, y'all ain't understanding me? Oh, okay, this is not my crowd. Oh, y'all on some other stuff? Oh, okay. So their purpose is to share knowledge, their knowledge with the world, because 7 has the ability to take in all types of knowledge. 7s must trust themselves, because seeking truth and analyzing everything can have you, needing second opinions time to time. 7s must never get caught up in the pursuit of money. Now again, remember Muhammad Ali is one of those. And let me hit you with this. What if Muhammad Ali was like, man, I just gotta get this money. I gotta get this money. Versus Muhammad Ali just being Muhammad Ali. Money would come to him. Same thing with Lauryn Hill. Oh, I just gotta get money. Nah, just be you and the money comes. Because 7s must never get caught up in the pursuit of money or being a part of this world matrix. And 7's wealth, and it say riches, it said wealth, comes from above or within, because 7s have a true connection with source and receive downloads often. Now, I don't care about none of y'all. If you had to pick between all them, let's just say $100 million. A lot of people, $100 million. Or 100 million downloads a day or a week. Or according to the cartoon, the light bulbs. Because remember, when the light bulb happens, you get a burst of energy. You don't really get a light bulb and say, man, I want to go to bed. I just had a light bulb. No, you get a burst of energy that comes with that thought. So at the end of the day, 7s receive downloads often. So you kind of should chill out how you deal with 7s. Because you don't want to really beef with people that's connected with source that receive downloads often. Especially if they're in their path. 7s must find balance between isolation and being around the right people. Being around everybody, being around the right people. 7s don't feel a part of this world. Because sometimes they be like, they're arrogant. And they really chase the highest opportunities. They don't feel a part of this world. But why are you trying to act like the world is so big? Which one is bigger, the world or the universe? Well, we on Earth. Well, the Earth is in the universe. Why are you giving the Earth so much props? The Earth is like a little speck in the universe. Don't get it twisted. We have to do and experience Earth, but we have the ability to understand outside of Earth too. That's kind of dope. That's like your dandruff being able to understand the car show you at. You scratch your head, you got dandruff, and your dandruff is able to create a telescope and be like, that looks like a cosmic car show, right? I'm being sarcastic, but at the end of the day, we have the ability to understand information on the earth and out and off the earth. So a lot of 7s, shout out to a lot of 7s, they are known for creating that energy. So Neptune is the planet that rules number 7. All right, 2 more. Life path number 8. They get the paper. Life path number 8 gets paper. Celebrities include, but not unlimited. I messed that all the way up. Celebrities are included, but not limited to, Halle Berry. Shout out to Halle Berry. Naomi Campbell. Bob Dylan, Amy Winehouse, Aretha Franklin, Nelson Mandela, Robin Williams, Whoopi Goldberg, 50 Cent. Now, according to Life Path Numbers, these are the best physical world manifestors. I did not say spiritual world, I said physical world manifestors. If you're dealing with an 8, you're going to get this paper. Ooh, cool. Well, there's a lot that comes along with that, but they are the best manifestors. They are money magnets. They are power magnets. Now remember I said 50 Cent is a Life Path number 8. Power is one of the names of his shows. They are power magnets. They are great organizers. They can see the bigger picture. Your strength is often tested, so people want to test you. Number 8s. Number 8s are around endless opportunities. They like feeling on top. They're driven. They're very confident. They're very strong. They're efficient. They're smart. Life could have been really hard for them before 30. So this is the advice I'm going to give to number 8s, and this is facts. Please keep your karma clean because you really receive what you put out. I always say that to number 8s. Be cool with what y'all put out because y'all really receive what y'all put out. So stay away from greed and being unbalanced. And you must remember that you should treat people well because it comes back to you in abundance. So, I'm too smooth to be embarrassed by that. You all experience high highs. So again, 8s, y'all experience high highs. Balling. But y'all experience low lows too. And one of the biggest things that can hinder you is your emotions. Your emotions can hinder your progression. You're ruled by Saturn. Last but not least, Life Path number 9. These celebrities include, but not limited to, Tyra Banks, Jim Carrey, Whitney Houston, Bob Marley, Jimi Hendrix, Cher, Adele, Jada Pinkett Smith, Serena Williams, Notorious B.I.G., and Alicia Keys. These are humanitarians of numerology. They love helping people. They have a lot of wisdom and can have a godly complex. They literally can feel like they have more knowledge than their parents, probably at a very, very young age. They focus on mankind and community in their particular way. They have a great memory. They like to finish what they start. Now, make sure you never suffer in silence because they will literally suffer in silence. A lot of life path number 9s, they won't tell you when they need help. So y'all need to stop doing that. Life path number 9s, they love to observe people. People look up to you for your guidance. And you may go through a lot in life. So again, the reason why you got that blessing, you probably went through a lot of crap to get that, to fine tune that gift. Y'all love to self-reflect on life. Watch this. Focus on the future too, please. I like to self-reflect and just think. That's cool. Focus on the future too. You guys have natural leadership qualities. You are inspirational. People ask you for advice. That's the number of completion. So check this out. This is deep. This is what they're saying. I'm not going to say this is a fact, but I'm studying this. They say a life path number 9 have lived many, many past life, which means they could have already lived 1 through 8. And this could be their last incarnation because they have all the number energies in them. They're an old soul energy, and that will make sense because, again, an old soul means you haven't left Earth. Just like a 5th-year senior or a 6th-year senior. If you keep flunking, that means you an old student. So sometimes we giving props to these old souls is because they old because they keep coming back here. They ain't passing tests. So a number 9 has an old soul energy because you might have been 1 through 8. You might have had to literally go through all those. We're not going to make this an incarnation show or a space travel show, but Oh Soul Energy shows that, we can talk about those things. So people can come to you for help. A lot of people come to y'all for help. Again, you're very self-aware. You're altruistic. You're wise. You evolve people. This is a fact. In work, you make really great philosophers, spiritual leaders, judges, doctors, educators, human resources specialists, social workers, counselors, and coaches. This is a fact. You must learn how to ask for help. Watch this. From everybody, from the right people. Watch this. All the time at the right times. So again, you must learn to ask for help from people, from the right people at the right times. Always trust your heart. Focus and learn from your past. Focus and learn from your past. Watch this. By staying present in your solutions. So stay present in your solutions towards your future. So the solutions towards your future, not just the solutions, the silly problems, the solutions that's going to affect your future. Life path number 9s are Mars is the planet that rules number 9s. All right. Now, stop asking what others say or what others say numbers mean, and you find out what numbers begin to mean to you. You can find confirmation in other people's outcomes by reading books about what they say numbers are, or your findings could one day update human knowledge of numbers. Seriously. Just because that's what they say numbers are right now, that doesn't mean that's what numbers are going to be. You could be the person that updates what numbers can do, because they're kind of infinite. Currently, my top 7 people in the world. Now, I put these 7 people against anybody in the world. No problem. Number 1, Lloyd Strayhorn. Number 2, King Simon. Number 3, Blue Pill. Number 4, Ben Carson. Number 5, Aquarius Maximus. Number 6, Sister Myra Moss. And number 7, Astro Finesse. From what I've seen. So again, my research is coming from these individuals. So please don't think I'm over here like, I'm just trying to be an authority. No, I can show y'all the authorities in this. And again, I have more. These are just my top 7. There's more. Y'all heard of the Dream Team 1 and Dream Team 2 and Dream Team 3? Yeah, this is Dream Team 1. And again, I got 7, so I get more to add to the roster if we felt like it. So moving forward, we are tipping. So we're in there, but we're just really tipping in there. We're not really in the age of Aquarius right now, which is the age of knowing. Beliefs, thank God, beliefs will decrease while knowing will increase during this time. It's a time to learn to know. I'm going to say this again. It's a time to learn to know. Numbers don't care if you believe or know of them. They will continue working behind the scenes of life. It's just a fact. Now check these bars out. Y'all heard of 01001001001? Y'all heard of that code? Which is the code of everything, right? So 010010001 is working behind the scenes if you want to believe it or not. Check these bars out. 0 is feminine and 1 is masculine. I'll say it again. 0 is feminine, 1 is masculine. Once you figure out how numbers work, you can work your numbers. Did you know that your middle name in numerology is called your bridge? Watch this. Your last name is what you inherited. Shout out to the generational curses attached to your last name, and shout out to changing your name when you get married. More energies attached to names. Your middle name is the bridge. So hopefully your parents named you something powerful, and hopefully your middle name is a bridge to something more powerful, because you're going to go through something with that last name. Moving forward. Now, when you type in numbers in the GPS, those numbers are supposed to help you get to your destination. Whether it's the fast route or the slow route, numbers will guide your path. So it's a fact. So all the people that don't believe in that, whatever. Now, The so-called father of mathematics was Pythagoras, or was he? According to history, he traveled in India and in Africa and got knowledge from the darker hue people from studying 22 years. 2 plus 2 equals 4. From studying 22 years. And when he comes back to Greece, he becomes the father of numerology and mathematics. The Chaldean system is a much older system than a Pythagorean system. So he being the father of anything mathematical only goes to the groups of people that he came from that did not know that info either. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. So again, wherever he came from, he should be the father within that group. So let's start breaking down some of these numbers. So let's briefly look at some of them, like the number 0 or 0 point. 0 point, I like to call it, and I remember King Simon said this, it's infinite potential, especially when 0 is added to a number. 0 adds potential to any number it follows. Number 1, it's more of a leadership number. Number 2 is more of a union number. Number 3 is more of an expression number. Number 4, it's more of a foundation, structure, discipline, hard work. Now, number 4s, if they don't do hard work, then they can fall into depression and mental health problems because everything in your mind as a 4 thinks deeply. So the number of power and dominance is more of a 4 number. The number 4 runs media. Now, if you look at number 5 is more of a freedom, versatility, travel, movement, adaptable number. Number 5 need to avoid being undisciplined and scatterbrained. Number 5s are known to be jacks of all trades and master of none only because they're so connected. So if they use it wisely, they might be a jack of all trades and a master of none. I'm just playing. Now, number 6, that's more of a balance, harmony number. We'll go into that. Number 7, they love that's more of a meditation, manifestation, research number. Number 8, money, power, executive moves, misunderstood a lot. They must explain themselves a lot. And they have to learn how to think from other perspectives sometimes. That's a problem for them. If you smack somebody, that hurts them. I know that hurts your hand that you smack somebody else, but they're hurt too, number 8s. Clap it up for number 8s. They're learning from other people's perspectives. Anybody that didn't get that is probably a number 8. Number 9 is a detox number. It's a removing of certain people from your life. It's a completion. Because again, 10 is a new set. It has a 0. It has 0 potential. It has 0 next to it. So number 9 is completion. It's more of a humanitarian moves type number. Now, I'm going to talk about one number over 10, even though I said I'm not going to go over 10. The number 13. In European history, the number 13 is a bad number. But in our history, it was never a bad number. Europeans don't like even building buildings that have a 13th floor. They always skip to the 14th floor. So even the World Trade Center was built that way. It's a power number, but if used carefully, because it can destroy you. So I understand the hesitance with rocking with 13. It's a power number if used carefully, because it can destroy you. Power and dominion number. So this is a huge, and again, even suicide is definitely connected to that number. These are facts. I got this from heavy hitters. So another OG in this information, Billy Carson said that every number has a gravitational alignment connected to it. Shout out to your address. The entire code of the universe is mathematics. Mathematics can explain everything in the universe, even spirituality. I don't know, Jason. I'm a die-hard Bible thumper. You didn't say nothing about the book of Numbers. Well, let's go into the book of Numbers. Now, again, this is a soft introduction because you're not just going to break down the book of Numbers and everything that entails with it in one brief lecture. So this is going to be a part of my Numbers series. So this will be part 1. So the book of Numbers is the 4th book of the Hebrew Bible and is 4 of 5 books of the Torah. So the name of the book comes from 2 censuses taken of the Israelites. So y'all heard of the Census Bureau? Shout out to DJ Pooh, that's Snoop Dogg's DJ. He calls it the Census Bureau. It was on that Friday movie, Census Bureau. So the name of the book comes from the 2 censuses taken of the Israelites. So the book of Numbers begins at Mount Sinai, where the Israelites that were given, watch this, they were given the laws and covenant from their favorite celebrity. No, according to the Bible, these people were getting laws and covenant, watch this, from God. Their task was to take the promised land. Now again, if you could put yourself in Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall, if you could put yourself in that story, just put yourself in this Bible verse, because I literally was like, man, these people must have had mental problems. According to that experience in the book, it's like, man, y'all was that hard-headed. So again, the book of Numbers begins in Mount Sinai, where the Israelites were given the laws and covenants from God. Their only task was to take the promised land. So let's treat it like a basketball game, and God was the coach, according to this Bible verse. God was like, yeah, we're going to play that team, and we're going to beat them, and we're going to win the promised land, right? Now, the people were counted, so they counted the people, right? So they're literally about to prepare to, do some work. So this is a book of Numbers. Come on, they counting. So in preparations were being made to resume their march, because they was about to march up on these spots. So at the beginning of their journey, this book highlights the grumbles and complaints. Now remember, they're dealing with God right now, so they should be really, according to this verse, they're grumbling and complaining about the experience with their tour guides, Aaron and Moses. Watch this. Because of their behaviors, God was killing a lot of them. So God was destroying, I guess he destroyed approximately like 15,000 of them through various means. So God was like taking out humans, according to these verses. I was like, whoa, God is really killing hard-headed people. So they finally arrived to the borders of Canaan, right? So, you know how y'all be going in places and seeing people and just be fighting them? Well, according to this, they sent in spies to see what the situation was looking like. So according to the Bible, upon hearing that the scary conditions of Canaan, the Israelites, watch this, they was rocking with God. They refused to take possession of it. So God started killing more of them. So God was, killing more of them in the wilderness. So according to this, God said, I'm just going to wait on the new generation to grow up and carry the task. And I like that. I said, maybe I don't feel like such a bad guy when I say, man, adults have really just sold out a lot of people. Let me stop looking at them. Let me start looking at the youth. The book of Numbers ends with the new generation of Israelites in the plains of Moab. So they're ready to cross the river Jordan. Now again, you're going to have problems, but again, why did God say, man, forget these old people, man, they're not getting it? Numbers is a culmination of the story of the Exodus out of Egypt and their journey to take the land God promised. According to these stories, God promised them their fathers. So it wasn't even them. God promised their fathers. Shout out to generational curses of being hard-headed. Themes introduced in Genesis and played out in Exodus and Leviticus. So God promised the Israelites that they would become a great nation, and they would take the land of Canaan. Now, the book of Numbers highlights the importance, watch this, of holiness, faithfulness. I like to call it positive consistency. You can say faithfulness, but some people will play, I don't know the word. You got to lock them in. You call it positive consistency. I'm here, ain't I? Positive consistency. I showed up and it's raining. Positive consistency. I just broke up with my... Who cares? Show up with positive consistency. And trust in the higher plan. So, despite God and some of his top priests who couldn't convince, watch this. I'm going to say this again. I love talking to Christians about this. God and God's top priests couldn't convince older people at that time. Watch this. To be great. So God decided to make ballers out of the younger generation, killing off their immature parents. And due to their lack of faith, the promise was left up to the newer generation. And then isn't it kind of funny how it's like, no, I'm not gonna go there. I'm not gonna go there right now. Nope, I'm not gonna go there right now. Shout out to that Will Smith song, Parents Just Don't Understand.